Like I'm sitting here thinking, I thought I was sleeping pretty well, you know, but
Yeah.
I guess not.
Hey there, Apper people. My name is Jason. I'm Lanky Lefty 27. Welcome to my channel. Let me give you some background on this video. So my father had brain surgery in early September. Prior to that, I happened to be at his house. I said, hey dad, let's check out your therapy. Let me get you set up with Oscar. I want you to be able to use all this stuff. And he was actually a little clueless. He didn't seem to care too much, which is fine, but I actually care about my father, so I wanted to dive into it and look at it. If you're not familiar what Oscar is, it stands for Open Source CPAP Analysis Reporter. You can get it from sleepfiles.com/Oscar. It's a free program. It works with Mac, it works for PC, it works for that other one, Ubuntu. I don't know. Look at it on the website. Free download. You take your SD card from your PAP therapy device. If you don't have an SD card in it, put one in it. It'll record to it. You can put that into your computer, import the data into Oscar, and you can look at all the data. You're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about here in a minute if you're not familiar with it. So upon looking at my dad's data, I saw that he was actually still having apneas and hypopneas with his prescribed therapeutic pressure. So what I did is I said, hey dad, let's increase it by 2 centimeters of water pressure and review the data after that point. That's where the video is coming in on. I'm doing a PAP therapy analysis with my dad.
PAP therapy analysis? What are you talking about, Jason?
Well, let me tell you what I'm talking about. I have a website called axgsleepdiagnostics.com. Through there, I do home sleep diagnostic testing. I mail them out to your house. They're type 2, has EEG, all that stuff. Just like an in-lab test without a creepy tech like myself lurking over you all night. So it's really good in that way. So if you know anyone that's interested in that, please send them to my website. I'd appreciate it. The second thing is I do PAP therapy analysis. When I do that, I'm doing exactly what I'm doing with my father. Log in via Zoom and I review all the data from Oscar. I give you suggestions on how to improve your sleep. I check for several different things and I'm doing that with my father in this video. So you might find it helpful. The other thing you might find helpful is you might say to yourself,
well, dang, I have no idea what this guy's looking at.
So you might want to utilize this service. So this video is actually helpful in 2 ways. One, you might be able to use this to see exactly what you should be looking for in Oscar and it'll help you that way. The other thing is you might help yourself by helping me. And you could perhaps purchase one of my PAP therapy analyses through my website, AXG Sleep Diagnostics. I've had an absolute blast doing these with people. Most of you are subscribers on YouTube. I can name off 7 people that I've done an analysis with in just this past week, and it was absolutely awesome. It was so fun to talk to you guys. It was more fun to help out and feel like I was having an impact on your sleep and your quality of life, but it's actually really fun for me to just connect with people on that level. Okay, that said, any of you who happen to be watching this who have done a PAP therapy analysis through my website, I would love it if you would mention it below in the comment section.
Okay, so it's being recorded. Okay, do me a favor and then do the share screen again.
47 minutes later.
So now you just want to share that Oscar screen though.
Oscar profile thing?
Yeah.
I see there's 2 of them here.
12 minutes later.
Oh, actually, there's 4 of them.
You can probably close like, all of them. 3 of them.
9 minutes later.
All right, slick. Okay, so you and I, we did that we changed before the 21st. So 8/21, we did it. So daily view and changed it right there. But then to refresh my memory, you were having like hypopneas, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're having like all these hypopneas. You see how it's like going up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
And then
That's not normal?
it's normal if you have hypopneas.
See, I always thought that was good.
Yeah.
Well.
So let's see.
Right.
Okay. Because I want to look at these again, mostly so there's like a reference point. Okay, so you also were having obstructive apneas. So like just for you, see how this is like tapering down? Whenever they taper down like that, you know that's like, it's a legitimate one.
Where are we?
Can you see where I'm hovering, the green line?
Okay, right.
Yeah, so this one, you see how it, from here, it like tapers down and then it's completely flat. And then I'm gonna have your window up. And then if I have right here, this is you like basically suffocating and snorting awake. And then these fast lines right here are you waking up and breathing. And then if I scroll forward a little bit, you fall back asleep and it's all good again for a little bit. I don't know if maybe you turn to your side or not. I'm not sure, but right here when they tend to fall off, those tend to not be real legitimate. But then right here, see how this decreases again, and then it really gets big again. So you're having like a bunch of hypopneas. They didn't mark this one, but I'm fairly certain that that's a hypopnea. And then things like
what day was this?
This was on the 10th of August. So this is you at 10. But you were originally prescribed 12, right?
No, 10.
Oh, you were 10. Okay, so this is what your prescribed pressure was. But like right here, see how this one's it's listed as an obstructive apnea? It's actually not, because it would be flat. But again, it like tapers all the way down, and then boom, arousal. Tapers down, hypopnea, boom, arousal. Tapers down, arousal. So you're just having them back to back, which explains, I don't know, if you're tired. So, okay, you changed on the 21st. So I'm just going to go to 22nd. So we might have to increase some more, possibly, which is really why I wanted to look at this another time. Because you were having them pretty consistently, right, on that one night? So you're still having them, but at least at this point, you're not having like back-to-back ones.
What day is this showing?
This is the 22nd of August, so it's a day after we increased it to 12. Just my first impression looking at it is we're probably going to have to go 13. Because if we zoom out a little bit, you can kind of see how it's still going up and down here, up and down, up and down, up and down. That is no bueno. Oops. Sorry, wrong way. What mask are you using at this time? It's that full face. What the hell is that thing?
Full face F20 or
Air Touch, right?
Touch,
the foam cushion.
Yeah.
Have you used that Avora mask or the Nano?
I used them once each, I think.
Any good?
It seemed like I spent a lot of time awake.
Okay.
Like something was, and I can't remember which problem was with which, but one of them, it's like just a little, I wasn't sure I had it fitted right, you know what I mean? Because it seemed like it kind of got skewed on the side of my face.
Okay.
To be fair, I didn't really give either of the masks fair tests other than just trying them one night, you know.
Okay.
And then I went kind of through this, going through the surgery I had and everything, I kind of wanted to just stay with one.
Yeah, I think that's smart. That's smart for sure. Yeah, so do you see all you're definitely having these waxing and waning. You can see that, right?
Well, I don't know how to read this, Jason. I mean, I honestly don't know whether it's good or bad, you know?
Yeah.
Tell me it was bad, I would think it was good.
I just want you to see it so you know like why I think you need to increase, because I don't know if you're at that point where you're like, oh, this is too much pressure and I don't want to.
Because I don't know what's supposed to look normal here.
It should be very flat, actually.
Like over here?
No. So like you see this one right here. Keep getting emails. So this again, it like builds up to really big. You actually have an arousal right here. And then this obstructive apnea that it's tagging is actually fake. So it's more, you're having a hypopnea here. But those are going on over and over again. So it's like the question is go ahead.
Could that be from waking up?
No, but it's causing you to wake up.
Well, in other words,
say that again. You're lagging.
This is okay. So like lately, I've been getting up probably 3-4 times a night to urinate. You know.
Yeah, there's one of them right there.
Oh. Oh, okay. That was going to be my question. How do you tell?
Yeah, you turn it off, or the line will go flat basically if you're not there breathing, unless you carried it to the restroom with you with an extension cord.
Yeah, no.
Which, kind sir, I would not put past you. You dirty bird. And
So this
actually,
is- this
for breathing purposes, if you're in there, that might not be a bad idea. Okay, but like right here, these are like severe. So you're having like severe hypopneas, severe hypopnea, severe hypopnea. These are all back to back. And my guess is you probably flipped to your back or something. Whereas the other time may have been on your side, but whatever reason, you just started drastically having more. It could also be because you went into REM sleep, but kind of hard to tell at this point. Point being, you need an increase. So I think usually like, okay, so in the lab, if you're having like obstructive apneas like this, I mean, you're going to automatically go 2. So if this is 12, 14 would be definitely within reason.
all right.
Like without question. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't even have to look at it anymore because this is, I know technically you're on that medication here. So I will do this. I will do this because I know, I know you're such a fan of Keppra. So we'll try to make sure that's out of your system.
Well,
So, yeah, what'd you say 3 times? Here's 1 restroom break, 2 restroom breaks, 3 restroom break. Your leak all looks really good along here. This leak rate, all that looks like nice and smooth. So there's no leaking problem. So you're all good there. So we can really just purely look at the airflow. And it's like still doing the same stuff. So, like here, like a good example of a hypopnea, tapers down, builds up, and then you see this crazy choppy breathing right in here. And then you have a period, like a couple of choppiness, but I would consider this all one awakening. And then you move on and it's kind of like settling right here. So more or less, like you said, what should good sleep look like? You're not really having it, but the best I can find, it would be like kind of more like this, but you should see a very, very, very flat line on top here. Actually, what was that one date? Was it the 14th of August we looked at? You actually had a high leak and it actually made the data look smooth. Oh, there's a good one. So right in this period here, Dad. More or less, that's what it should look like, but I mean, even flatter, really. And then, so here's probably a good example. You see that little guy right there?
Where are we looking?
This little guy right here. So all these are pretty rhythmical or rhythmic.
Right.
And then this one, it goes like chop, 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 chop. That's always, always, always a sign of you woke up. But just, I don't see anything in front of that that would be like a reason for you woke up. Like all the others have had a hypopnea, or it's pretty clear it's a hypopnea or an apnea. This one is just like a natural awakening. And then you just, you're probably just like doing a little shimmy or whatever. But then it goes back to being flat again. That's just an example of an awakening that's okay and not caused by a respiratory disturbance.
But you're considering that flat, and it kind of, I don't see the difference between that.
No, now it's not. Oh, you don't see the difference between that and the other stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
I actually don't.
Like that?
Like,
Seriously?
I don't know how to read this.
So yeah, this stuff is like chaos. This is like very clear apneas and hypopneas in this section. Like look at just this stuff. Crazy, right? And then we just go here and it's much more flat in this period. So this is definitely closer to normal here. This is a good window of very abnormal. So let's pop the card back into your machine. You remember how to change it, right? Increase it to 14, and then like I can pop on again and take another look at it, because my suspicion is that it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be quite perfect, but it'll be definitely better.
Okay, so you're saying you're not gonna look at any other days. You're just gonna.
Well, I mean, I looked at a ton of days.
Oh, you did. Oh.
Yeah. I've been popping through a lot.
Oh, so I didn't.
Dude, I mean, so I mean, the thing is, like, your day to day, like the things that make it bad, like right here, leak data. If I see a leak that's like spiking the entire night, it kind of invalidates a lot of the data. But I know what your pressure is, and this is the leak rate. And I know for the pressure that you're on, that's like a really good leak rate, mid 30s for a pressure of 12. I mean, that's great. So leaking isn't an issue. So I can 100% validate the data as far as what breathing I'm seeing is going to be accurate to what you're doing. And then looking at it, it's extremely clean. But I mean, this is a day I haven't looked at. And I mean, look, this is a full blown apnea. Like you should not be having that stuff. Hypopnea. Even though it's tagging them as obstructive apneas, that's incorrect. This one is an obstructive apnea right here. That guy is. So it's, I'm guessing you're going to wind up at, we'll increase to 14, but you'll probably end up on like 15 or 16 is my hunch. But I mean, since you're not comfortable looking at this stuff, I'll just pop on again and like, I don't know, maybe on the weekend or something. Sound good?
Yeah, but I'm not sure I remember how to increase it.
Well, I have to ask you this, because I would tell you to just find it on my YouTube channel, but are you a subscriber yet?
Maybe. I tried to be, so I must be. I think I am.
Are you sure?
I had brain surgery.
So you may have subscribed to the channel.
Well, I sat here one day and it was frustrating because I was trying to do it. I was trying to get in and do it. I was trying to subscribe. And it's like, for some reason, it was just like I was going loop-de-doop back and forth. Finally got so damn frustrated, I said, screw it, I'll do something later. I think I finally did figure out how to do it, so I think I am, yeah.
So you're like 50-50 at best, or what?
Well, no, because I was able to look at your video, and I did it online on YouTube, so
gotcha.
it tells me I must have finally succeeded.
I'm not convinced 100%. I've always loved Mother better.
Well, I know you've shown me this stuff before, but it's like you do it once and then, months pass and you got to try to remember how to do it. So I can't even remember how to do my own stuff.
So you know what we just pretty much did, like looking at that stuff, that's like what I've been doing as far as like for like working from home. I've been doing a lot of those.
Huh.
I'll like
try to people through.
Yeah, just try to teach them how to do it. Pretty fun, actually.
So my stuff is you're kind of thinking that the pressure's okay, or no, the pressure's not. It's not enough, but I'm not having leaking.
Yeah, leaking is a huge problem. But yeah, you're good there. I mean, when we increase the pressure, that might change. I don't really anticipate it, but like it could change. But yeah, as of right now, it's just pressure.
Well, I know that's one of the issues is where to get when you up the pressure, then sometimes you got to tighten the mask so there's not as much leaking.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, hopefully you don't have to, but
sometimes I put the mask on. It's like I tighten. It's like holy shit, it actually hurts.
That's right. I'll send you the video. That way I get another view out of it. Just make sure you watch the advertisements.
All right. I try to help you out every way I can, but I do get bored easily.
Fair enough.
And plus, sometimes I'd rather have a nap.
I can see why after looking at that.
Oh God, it's like I'm sitting here thinking I thought I was sleeping pretty well,
Yeah.
But I guess not.
No, it's actually, I'm not trying to be a butt. Like I'm being serious. It's not good for being treated. It's not good. Like you're having pretty frequent ones.
Well, maybe, then again, maybe that's why I, after the surgery and everything, I'm sitting here thinking like I'm napping all the time. Well, maybe it's because the sleep machine isn't really doing its job.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it.
And it's not so much that I'm had brain surgery and need to sleep. It's that I don't have stuff adjusted right.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's interesting since, the original, coming out of your clinic there, they had me figured out as I was a 10,
Well, I think you were at the time though, but I mean, she's 15 years, 15. Because it was 2005, we got new equipment.
Huh.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So I've just gotten worse as I've gone along. So then I pull this little stick out and put it back in the machine, and off I go.
Yeah, pull the card out, put it back in the machine, and then once it's in the machine, then make the change, and it'll write it to your card.
Okay.
And then, because otherwise, you do it to your machine, it'll take, and then you stick the card, and it'll revert it back because it'll trump whatever, trump the whatever the setting is on the machine.
Okay.
All right, Father.
Well, thank you.
And let's do this again because I want to make sure those settings work.
Thank you for watching. If you would like a personalized PAP therapy analysis with me, please check out my website, axgsleepdiagnostics.com. I'll leave a link in the description box below. You can also pick up a slightly used or new mask at maskbright.com. You can also buy MaskBright from maskbright.com or from Amazon. If you don't know what it is a mask cleaner. It makes it pretty easy in the morning to clean it quickly and effectively. It leaves a nice aromatic odor of oranges. So please check that out as well. Again, thanks for watching. And if you haven't at this point, please like and subscribe.
Thank you to anyone watching this video, but an extra special thank you to my top level Patreon supporters. Thanks buddy to Alan Liu, Stuart Hethington, and Mona Swearingen. Thank you and thanks buddy. Please consider using my Amazon affiliate link down in the description box below. I clicked the link and added some items that my family needs, like a youth baseball bat for my son, but found that it makes my tiny hands seem large, so I use it too. We also got this street ball so my children will know the joys of being dunked on by a pear-shaped man. I also bought an eye screen to protect my YouTube face. Jesus! We also got this ice cream maker.
Are you eating ice cream out of the tub again?
No.
Because as I discovered while batting, I may have very small hands, but I am still a thick boy.
Stick it out. Even white boys got the shout. Baby got back.
Well, damn, if you can't go to bed and no chase, what the hell could you go?
Do me a quick favor and check the description box below for ways that you can help out this channel. One thing you can do is head on over to maskbright.com. You can pick up some MaskBright because guess what? You probably got a stinky mask. Clean it up, get the grease, oils off. Another thing you can do is check out the discount CPAP mask section. We have a ton of used masks, but we also have a ton of new masks. You can get a brand new F30, you can get an N30i starter pack, you can get a Dream Wisp fit pack, you can get a Vitera new, you can get N20s, P30Is, we have Dreamwear gel pillows, we have Bravita, we have P10 fit packs, and we have F20s as well as Dreamwear full face masks. Come check it out, help us out. Thank you for supporting our channel.